My work over the past decade and a half has focused on children, and particularly children who are the victims of violence or social catastrophes that have led them to flee their countries or localities and seek a better life elsewhere. Much of my work has focused in recent years on the situation in Europe, and particularly in southern Europe, where tens of thousands of people have tried to make their way across deserts and harsh conditions to North Africa and then cross into Europe seeking sanctuary through claiming asylum. Many of these people have perished at sea, as some have been washed up on the shores of Spain and Greece and Italy. Some have made it to islands such as Malta, where I've been visiting in recent years. Many of these people are young, they're teenagers. Many are from the Horn of Africa. Their aspirations are twofold. One is to flee persecution, the other is to have a better life elsewhere. When I speak to them, their minds are infused with dreams of a better life, of going to university, maybe writing a book, maybe becoming a soccer player. And when I talk to these children, I find that also they experience a great despondency. They're very sad because they're mistrusted. The authorities don't accept their asylum claims in most cases. They reach the shores of Belgium and France and then try to cross to the United Kingdom, where they have dreams of a better life. Oftentimes they're met with hostility, disbelief, and very, very harsh living conditions. I'm very interested in the global processes that lead these children to travel long distances in search of a better life. I'm interested in the social, structural components of this, but also in children's individual dreams. What motivates them? What is the role of culture? What is the role of agency in their journeys? In recent years, I've also been working in Brazil and have lectured there quite extensively at the University of Brasilia. Last year, I contributed to a major international conference in Brasilia on adolescence and violence. This summer, I'm going to Brazil to conduct a series of lectures at the University of Brasilia and the Catholic University of Brasilia. And in those lectures, I'll be exploring the cultural, social, and economic impacts that have the consequence of children fleeing their countries and seeking a better life elsewhere. In my work at Rutgers University on the Camden campus, I'm engaged with a number of scholars who are working in an interdisciplinary way, focusing on childhood. These scholars contribute leading academic papers and books on the history of childhood, on children's literature, on children in migration, on early childhood, on psychology of childhood, and so on. What we have is that there a creative focus within the First Childhood Studies department in the US, which brings students from across the world. Currently, we have 28 PhD students working on aspects of this new interdisciplinary area. In order to consolidate the work I'm doing, both at Rutgers and internationally, I'm currently planning to organize a conference to take place in the spring of 2013 on the theme of childhood and migration. The conference will be interdisciplinary. It will include scholars from literature, history, social sciences, anthropology, and a whole range of disciplines. It will be organized in terms of specific themes affecting children, but also have regional foci, so that there'll be panels on Latin America, on Sub-Saharan Africa, and so on. The vision is that the particular situations of migrant children in different parts of the world can be seen from a global perspective, and policy initiatives and good practice in different parts of the world can be brought to bear internationally on other parts of the world. We'll be looking at best solutions as well as problems, looking at practical measures and developments internationally that can actually mitigate some of the suffering experienced by these children. It's a major undertaking, and I'm working with colleagues at Rutgers and in New York at the new school in order to bring this vision to reality. Thank you.